So there's been this notion going around stating that marriage isn't an achievement, and I really disagree with this notion. Okay, what is an achievement? Achieving something is simply fulfilling a predetermined goal. So if you set to do something and you achieve it and you complete it, then you've achieved. So for example, if you set your heart on getting married and you get married, I think you've achieved. It should be quite straightforward. People will celebrate, losing a kg of weight. They will celebrate buying a new pair of sneakers. They will celebrate getting a driver's license, a degree, a diploma, getting a new shirt, getting a new job. They'll celebrate all these things and call them achievements. Then they turn around and they say that marriage isn't an achievement. I mean, guys, it's a big deal. If you find someone you're willing to spend the rest of your life with, I think that's a pretty big deal. Yet society now is saying it's not. It really doesn't make sense. It really does not. I think there's actually an attack on the moral fiber of our society. Not that I think, but it's kind of obvious. I mean, how could you promote materialism and say that it's an achievement, then turn around and saying that the most basic unit, right, of any society, it's the individual, me as a person alone. But if you look at the book of Genesis, of course Adam was created, right? Then came Eve and they became a family. So it's not a government. It's not a car, it's not a company that you work for. The most basic unit of society is a family. And people now turn around and they say having a family is not an achievement. Okay. And one of their justifications is that anyone can get married. That's why it's not an achievement. Guys, anyone can buy a car. Anyone can get a job. Basically, anyone can get a degree if they're focused enough, right? And I actually disagree. I don't think everyone can get married. Do you know why I say that? Because there are a lot of people who've wanted to get married, but they just haven't. They just haven't found someone, or they haven't been found, or they've been led into lots of heartbreaks. So to turn around and say marriage isn't an achievement because anyone can do it, that is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. Because it's not even factual. It's just motivational talk. It's just hype talk. So now we have, women being told that marriage isn't an achievement. We have men, being told that having a family isn't an achievement. And we're like, okay, let's say everyone starts buying into this talk, into this hype talk that marriage is an achievement. That means people won't be having kids because they're also dissuaded from having families, which means actually that society will die down. The population will depreciate, and then society will die down. There'll be high unemployment, and if everyone bought this whole concept of marriage isn't an achievement, that means that very soon, well, not soon, but in time, in many years to come, there'll be such a small population that, incest will be happening and all these things. And it goes against the instruction in the book of Genesis that be fruitful and multiply. I know there's more to being fruitful and multiply than having a family and having kids, but it's part of it. So guys, I just want to say that whenever you hear something, because I've heard this in church, that marriage is not an achievement, but you need to come to a point where you form your own opinion. I think marriage is an achievement. I think that the day that I go to and I get married to someone, I find someone I want to spend the rest of my life with, I think that's a big step, and it's a big achievement. I mean, I found someone, that I want to run the race of faith with. I found someone that I want to spend the rest of my life with, that I want to build a dream, a vision with. Dear God, if that's not an achievement, and you think your 9 to 5 job is, I think you're demented. You're crazy. So whenever you hear something, question it. Yes, it sounds good. Even I used to quote that marriage isn't an achievement, until I started thinking for myself. It is an achievement. Okay? Yeah. Women, marriage is when you find the right guy, it's an achievement. Men, when you find the right woman, it's an achievement. It's a big achievement, and don't let anyone, society or otherwise, tell you any different. It's a big deal.